Welcome to one of the most legendary restaurants in America. Delmonico's is the first fine dining restaurant in America. It's been open since 1837, and some iconic American dishes have been invented here. There's so much history, and they even have a copy of the fake 1834 menu from another restaurant. When entering, you can immediately tell that it's an upscale steakhouse. My reservation was at 6 p.m., and while it's not completely full yet, it fills out completely at 7. The bar area is also pretty fancy, and you'll pass through it to reach the restroom. Taking a look at the menu, everything is as expensive as you'd expect. It contains staples that are always there, and some dishes that change from time to time. If you're a party of 2 and planning on getting their signature Delmonico steak, I suggest pairing it with 2 appetizers. You don't need another entree unless both of you are big eaters, since 18 ounces is pretty big. There's complimentary bread and butter that comes after you order. The butter is so soft and fluffy like a cloud. Look how easy it is to scoop up and spread it. Although the texture is amazing, it doesn't have the rich butter flavor I like. The bread has a good crust and fluffy crumb, which pairs well with the butter. It's decent, but the best bread and butter I had in NYC is still at Le Bernardin, the 3 Michelin star restaurant that specializes in seafood. This is their Maine crab cake. It has a crispy outside with potato strings, and the green sauce is a tarragon and dill tartare. To show how tender it is, here's this sped up clip of me splitting it with just one hand. After splitting it open, you can see that there's a generous amount of crab inside. The crab is very juicy, and it pairs well with the earthy and citrusy green sauce, while the potato adds a nice crunch. I like this dish. There's a lot of flavors and textures coming together in one bite. Just make sure to eat it with the green sauce. It's not as interesting to eat without the sauce. This is their Royal Eggs Benedict. Eggs Benedict was invented here in 1860, and this is an upscale version with duck egg, king crab and lobster terrine, and the sauce is a black truffle hollandaise. Time for the fun part, which is splitting the egg. Duck eggs are supposed to be creamier and have a more intense flavor compared to chicken eggs, but the strong truffle sauce drowns out any taste difference. This was a really delicious bite. There's truffle flavor, juicy king crab, creamy egg, and the brioche to lower the intensity. When it comes to the terrine, the king crab flavor is a lot more dominant, and there isn't much lobster flavor. That's fine though, since king crab is more expensive and tastier. A regular Eggs Benedict is a lot cheaper and still really delicious, but there's something about eating this upscale version at the place it was invented at that makes me really happy. Time for their signature Delmonico steak, which uses a ribeye cut, and it's topped with crispy shallots. It comes out already cut if it's to share. I ordered medium rare, and this looks exactly like medium rare. The steak was perfectly tender and had a strong beef flavor. I knew this was high quality USDA prime beef. The steak is very expensive, but one good bite is enough to forget about the painful price point for a moment. Oh, and remember those shallots? If you want some sweetness to go with your bite, you can sprinkle some on. I know some reviews say that it could use some more salt, but I thought the steak had the right amount of salt. It probably depends on how much salt your palate likes. Here's the dessert menu. It's simple, and there's one dish that screams for you to get it. For dessert, I got their Baked Alaska. It's called a Baked Alaska since it was coined to celebrate the United States acquiring Alaska from the Russian Empire. The dish is made with ice cream and cake, and is topped with a meringue. The meringue is then set on fire. It's made to have a unique hot and cold sensation. The current version served uses banana gelato as the ice cream, and the cake is a walnut cake. This was my first time trying Baked Alaska, and I thought it was good, but I liked other desserts more. The meringue wasn't as warm as I would have liked to create the ideal hot and cold contrast. I thought the banana gelato was good quality, and it was the best part of the dish. A hot and cold dessert that I think is a lot better is warm lava cake and ice cream on top. Unless you really don't like baked Alaska, you should try it here, since this was where it was first invented. Knowing that this is the origin spot can make food more interesting or delicious. Here's the final bill, and you can call me crazy, but it's not that bad. Almost all 1 Michelin star restaurants in NYC are more expensive than this. A 2 or 3 Michelin star restaurant will be 2 times higher or even more. As for the ambiance, there's dim lighting and most diners will be dressed more refined. My table was more on the outskirts, but I did get to see all the cool historical stuff behind me. The service was great, the food came out really fast, and everything felt timed perfectly. The staff makes sure to check on you, and it's like a well-oiled machine. If you're visiting NYC and want to dine somewhere with a lot of history, you need to check out Delmonico's. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch more food content, click on the video shown on the end screen.